Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi guys, welcome to episode 134 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. If you're new, don't forget to scroll down and subscribe and sneak in a 5-star rating if you don't mind, but only if you're loving the episodes, of course. Now, all right, so you know those videos where the mom or the dad is usually telling their very young child to repeat after them in the mirror. I am beautiful, I am loved, I am kind, and it's going to be a good day. I am addicted to those videos. And I think a lot of people are because so often they go viral. I mean, you know why it feels so good to watch those? It's because that's what we all want. To feel beautiful and to feel happy and to be kind and to know it's going to be a good day. I mean, what do you think those parents are doing? They are conditioning those new little curious open brains to believe in themselves, to show them that they are what they believe they are. They're conditioning them for happiness and success, the kind that lasts because it comes from within, not from anything external. God love those parents, right? Well, maybe you didn't get that from your parents. Now, I love my parents very much, but they did not have those tools. They did not give me those tools. But guess what? I have them now. I have those tools, and so do you. I mean, you're listening to this podcast, which is a tool, and there are lots of podcasts and books and all kinds of information right at our fingertips. And you talk to yourself every single day, thousands of times. How are you conditioning your brain? Are you telling yourself you're beautiful and you're worthy and you can do anything you set your mind to? I hope you are, because you are beautiful just like you are. You're worthy because you were born. And if you set your heart on a goal and you go after it like your life depends on it, what is meant for you will without a doubt be yours. Now, there does seem to be a movement lately. Have you felt that? It's a movement of people really wanting to make themselves better. And when that happens, I think sometimes people get this idea that they're searching for this greater meaning or searching for this greater purpose. Now, I recently read a meme, and I cannot get it out of my mind. It said that we go through life searching for meaning, but life doesn't have meaning. Life has us, and we provide the meaning. Which at first I was like, what? But then I really thought about what it meant, and it hit me. We do bring the meaning to everything we do. In fact, we get to choose the meaning of everything that goes on in our life. We choose how we think about everything that happens, and ultimately, that decides the quality of our life. So, for instance, and this is just a little example, but growing up, when I asked my mom if she liked my outfit, okay, if she really didn't like it, she would say, well, it's cute. What that meant from her was that she didn't like it. That was just her way of saying it without hurting my feelings. But I knew it meant she didn't like my outfit. So for the longest time as an adult, cute was kind of offensive to me until I realized that it was only my thought about it, because some people, when they say it's cute, they really mean they like it. Now, this seems like a harmless little difference, but imagine if I never let go of that thought. Every time someone said I looked cute, I'd be offended. That's kind of a rough go. So you see, that's a small example of how our thoughts can really affect us. So we have to make sure that our thoughts about things are helping us, not hurting us. So why are they such a big deal? Why are thoughts a big deal? Because they cause our feelings, which affect our actions. Now, our thoughts affect every single aspect of our life. So if you're wanting to feel differently than you feel right now, you have to change your thought. Now, you may not be able to change the circumstance, but you can always change your thought, and it always starts from within. Taking action is very important, but because our actions are based on our feelings, and our feelings are based on our thoughts, it makes our thoughts even more important, right? So now if you're listening to this podcast and it rings true to you or you connect with it, then I'm going to assume you're wanting more from life. that you're working to make yourself better and to grow. And I love that about you. And I connect with you because we have that in common. Now, wanting something to be different and taking action to make it different are totally different things. Now, I know a lot of people that want their life to be different and then do the same thing over and over again, expecting something to miraculously change. That's insanity. No, I'm serious. Like Einstein liked to say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So in order to change our life, we have to be willing to take action to change it. But we just discovered a few minutes ago that our thoughts and our feelings control our actions, so we want to make sure that we take the right action for us. Now, the right action, meaning we aren't taking action off of faulty thoughts. So let me give you an example. My husband had been flying for a shipping company for a while before I met him. He was flying the line, which means basically he was on a regular route flying packages from one location to the next. Now, he had been doing that for a while and making good money. And there was something, though, inside him that was like, is this it? I mean, this is all I thought I wanted, but now I want more. How can that be? Now, he was actually considering making a change from his company because his thought was that it wasn't working for him anymore. Now, he's also one of those guys that's very aware of his thoughts, and he knew that he needed to make sure his thoughts weren't going to cause him make an external change when what maybe he needed was to work on his internal thoughts first. So he did. Now, he quickly realized that he loves the company he's with. It wasn't the company that was the problem. He just needed a little more challenge. So he put himself out there for more responsibility, and he became an instructor in the plane. And now he's back to absolutely loving his job. But had he jumped ship immediately without figuring out what his thought was that was making him unhappy, he might be in a very different place right now. It's the same thing sort of with relationships. How many times have you seen someone jump from one relationship to the next with it always seeming to like have similar issues because you can't get away from yourself? You take you with you everywhere you go. I love that statement and I always remember it. You have to feel happy inside before you try to change something outside. Otherwise, you're putting a Band-Aid on a wound before you try it. You're basically putting a Band-Aid on a wound that may need stitches. Okay? So if you're struggling with a situation right now, whether it's a relationship or a job, just remember, you can run, but you cannot hide from yourself. My challenge to you this week is if there's an area in your life that you're wanting to change, write that change down. Now write down the feeling you think that change will bring you. And it may be a feeling you've been lacking for a while. Remember, I kept chasing worthiness because I didn't get that as a child, but now I know I'm worthy just because I was born, and nothing external is going to change that. You have to have that same knowing. You have to find a way to create that feeling internally, or you'll keep chasing it, and there is an endless supply of other jobs, other lovers, other weight loss goals to keep you chasing it forever. There's a quote I love. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.